Stanza-1. The eternal parent wrapped in her ever-invisible robes, had slumbered once again for 7 eternities. Time was not, for it lay asleep in the infinite bosom of duration. Universal mind was not, for there were no Ahai to contain it. The 7 ways to bliss were not, the great causes of misery were not, for there was no one to produce and get ensnared by them. Darkness alone filled the boundless all, for Father, Mother, and Son were once more one, and the Son had not yet awakened for the new wheel and his pilgrimage thereon. The 7 sublime lords and the 7 truths had ceased to be, and the universe, the son of necessity, was immersed in Parinishpana, to be outbreathed by that which is, and yet is not. Not was. The causes of existence had been done away with, the visible that was, and the invisible that is, rested in eternal non-being, the one being. Alone, the one form of existence stretched boundless, infinite, causeless, in dreamless sleep, and life pulsated unconscious in universal space, throughout that all-presence, which is sensed by the opened eye of Dangma. But where was Dangma when the alaya of the universe was in Paramrta, and the great wheel was in Upadaka? Stanza-2. Where were the builders, the luminous sons of Manvantaric dawn? In the unknown darkness in their Ahai Parinishpana. The producers of form from no form, the root of the world, the Devamtree and Svabhavat, rested in the bliss of non-being. Where was silence? Where the ears to sense it? No, there was neither silence nor sound, naught save ceaseless eternal breath, which knows itself not. The hour had not yet struck, the ray had not yet flashed into the germ, the Tripadma had not yet swollen. Her heart had not yet opened for the one ray to enter, thence to fall, as 3 into 4, into the lap of Maya. The 7 were not yet born from the web of light. Darkness alone was Father-Mother, Svabhavat, and Svabhavat was in darkness. These 2 are the germ, and the germ is one. The universe was still concealed in the divine thought and the divine bosom. Stanza-3. The last vibration of the 7th eternity thrills through infinitude. The mother swells, expanding from within without, like the bud of the lotus. The vibration sweeps along, touching with its swift wing the whole universe and the germ that dwelleth in darkness, the darkness that breathes over the slumbering waters of life. Darkness radiates light, and light drops one solitary ray into the waters, into the mother deep. The ray shoots through the virgin egg, the ray causes the eternal egg to thrill, and drop the non-eternal germ, which condenses into the world egg. The 3 fall into the 4. The radiant essence becomes 7 inside, 7 outside. The luminous egg, which in itself is 3, curdles and spreads in milk-white curds throughout the depths of mother, the root that grows in the depths of the ocean of life. The root remains, the light remains, the curds remain, and still Eahu is one. The root of life was in every drop of the ocean of immortality, and the ocean was radiant light, which was fire and heat and motion. Darkness vanished and was no more, it disappeared in its own essence, the body of fire and water, of Father and Mother. Behold, Olanu, the radiant child of the 2, the unparalleled refulgent glory bright space, son of dark space, who emerges from the depths of the great dark waters. It is Eahu, the younger, the dot he shine forth as the sun, he is the blazing divine dragon of wisdom, the Eka is Shatur, and Shatur, takes to itself Tri, and the union produces the Sapta, in whom are the 7, which become the Tridasa, the hosts and the multitudes. Behold him lifting the veil, and unfurling it from east to west. He shuts out the above, and leaves the below to be seen as the great illusion. He marks the places for the shining ones, and turns the upper into a shoreless sea of fire, and the one manifested into the great waters. Where was the germ, and where was now darkness? Where is the spirit of the flame that burns in thy lamp, Olanu? The germ is that, and that is light, the white brilliant sun of the dark hidden Father. Light is cold flame, and flame is fire, and fire produces heat, which yields water, the water of life in the Great Mother. Father-Mother spin a web, whose upper end is fastened to spirit, the light of the one darkness, and the lower one to its shadowy end, matter, and this web is the universe, spun out of the two substances made in one, which is Svabhavat. It expands when the breath of fire is upon it, it contracts when the breath of the mother touches it. Then the sons dissociate and scatter, to return into their mother's bosom, at the end of the great day, and re-become one with her. When it is cooling, it becomes radiant. Its sons expand and contract through their own selves and hearts, they embrace infinitude. Then Svabhavat send Fahat to harden the atoms. Each is a part of the web. Reflecting the self-existent Lord, like a mirror, each becomes in turn a world. Stanza 4. Listen, ye sons of the earth, to your instructors, the sons of the fire. Learn, there is neither first nor last, for all is one number, issued from no number. Learn what we, who descend from the primordial seven, we, who are born from the primordial flame, have learnt from our fathers. From the effulgency of light, the ray of the ever-darkness, sprang in space the reawakened energies, the one from the egg, the 6, and the 5. Then the 3, the 1, the 4, the 1, the 5, the twice 7, the sum total. And these are the essences, the flames, the elements, the builders, the numbers, the arpa, the rupa, and the force or divine man, the sum total. And from the divine man emanated the forms, the sparks, the sacred animals, and the messengers of the sacred fathers within the holy four. This was the army of the voice, the divine mother of the seven. The sparks of the seven are subject to, and the servants of, the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh of the seven. These are called spheres, triangles, cubes, lines and modelers, for thus stands the eternal Nidna, the Oihaho. The Oihaho, which is darkness, the boundless, or the no number, Adi Nidna Svabhavat the O. 1 the Adi Sanat, the number, for he is one. 2 the voice of the word, Svabhavat, the numbers, for he is 1 and 9. 3 the formless square. And these three, enclosed within the O, are the sacred four, and the 10 are the Arpa universe. Then come the sons, the 7 fighters, the 1, the 8 left out, and his breath which is the light maker. Then the second 7, who are the Lipika, produced by the 3. The rejected son is 1. The sons are countless. Stanza 5. The primordial 7, the first 7 breaths of the dragon of wisdom, produce in their turn from their holy circumgyrating breaths the fiery whirlwind. They make of him the messenger of their will. The Jaya becomes Fahat, the swift son of the divine sons, whose sons are the Lipika, runs circular errands. Fahat is the steed, and the thought is the rider. He passes like lightning through the fiery clouds, takes 3 and 5 and 7 strides through the 7 regions above, and 7 below. He lifts his voice, and calls the innumerable sparks, and joins them together. He is their guiding spirit and leader. When he commences work, he separates the sparks of the lower kingdom that float and thrill with joy in their radiant dwellings, and forms therewith the germs of wheels. He places them in the 6 directions of space, and one in the middle the central wheel. Fahat traces spiral lines to unite the 6th to the 7th, the crown. An army of the sons of light stands at each angle, the Lipika, in the middle wheel. They say, this is good. The first divine world is ready, the first, the second. Then the divine Arpa reflects itself in Chhy Loka, the first garment of Anupdaka. Fahat takes 5 strides, and builds a winged wheel at each corner of the square for the 4 holy ones. And their armies. The Lipika circumscribe the triangle, the first one, the cube, the second one, and the pentacle within the egg. It is the ring called Pass Not for those who descend and ascend, who during the Kalpa are progressing towards the great day be with us. Thus were formed the Arpa and the Rupa, from one light, 7 lights, from each of the 7, 7 times 7 lights. The wheels watch the ring. Stanza 6. By the power of the Mother of Mercy and Knowledge, Kuan Yin, the triple of Kuan, Shai Yin, residing in Kuan Yin Tian Fahat, the breath of their progeny, the son of the sons, having called forth, from the lower abyss, the elusive form of Dzyan and the 7 elements. The swift and the radiant one produces the 7 Laya centers, against which none will prevail to the great day be with us, and seats the universe on these eternal foundations, surrounding Dzyan with the elementary germs. Of the 7, first 1 manifested, 6 concealed, 2 manifested, 5 concealed, 3 manifested, 4 concealed, 4 produced, 3 hidden, 4 and 1 Dzyan revealed, 2 and 1/2 concealed, 6 to be manifested, 1 laid aside. Lastly, 7 small wheels revolving, one giving birth to the other. He builds them in the likeness of older wheels, placing them on the imperishable centers. How does Fahad build them? He collects the fiery dust. He makes balls of fire, runs through them, and round them, infusing life thereinto, then sets them into motion, some one way, some the other way. They are cold, he makes them hot. They are dry, he makes them moist. They shine, he fans and cools them. Thus acts Fahad from one twilight to the other, during 7 eternities. At the 4th, the sons are told to create their images, 1/3 refuses to obey. The curse is pronounced. They will be born in the 4th, suffer and cause suffering. This is the first war. The older wheels rotated downward and upward. The mother's spawn filled the whole. There were battles fought between the creators and the destroyers, and battles fought for space, the seed appearing and reappearing continuously. Make thy calculations, O Lanu, if thou wouldst learn the correct age of thy small wheel. Its 4th spoke is our mother. Reach the 4th fruit of the 4th path of knowledge that leads to nirvana, and thou shalt comprehend, for thou shalt see. Stanza-7. Behold the beginning of sentient formless life. First, the divine, the one from the mother spirit, then, the spiritual, the 3 from the 1, the 4 from the 1, and the 5, from which the 3, the 5 and the 7. These are the threefold and the fourfold downward, the mind-born sons of the first Lord, the shining 7. It is they who are thou, I, he, O Lanu, they who watch over thee and thy mother, bite my. The one ray multiplies the smaller rays. Life precedes form, and life survives, the last atom. Through the countless rays the life ray, the one, like a thread through many beads. When the one becomes 2, the threefold appears, and the 3 are 1, and it is our thread, O Lanu, the heart of the man-plant called Saptaparna. It is the root that never dies, the 3-tongued flame of the 4 wicks. The wicks are the sparks, that draw from the 3-tongued flame shot out by the 7, their flame, the beams and sparks of one moon reflected in the running waves of all the rivers of earth. The spark hangs from the flame by the finest thread of Fahad. It journeys through the 7 worlds of Maya. It stops in the first, and is a metal and a stone, it passes into the second, and behold, a plant, the plant whirls through 7 changes and becomes a sacred animal. From the combined attributes of these, Manu, the thinker, is formed. Who forms him? The 7 lives and the 1 life. Who completes him? The 5-fold Lha. And who perfects the last body? Fish, Sin, and Soma. From the firstborn the thread between the silent watcher and his shadow becomes more strong and radiant with every change. The morning sunlight has changed into noonday glory. This thy present wheel, said the flame to the spark. Thou art myself, my image and my shadow. I have clothed myself in thee, and thou art my vihan to the day be with us, when thou shalt re-become myself and others, thyself and me. Then the builders, having donned their first clothing, descend on radiant earth and reign over men who are themselves.